Greetings, this is the Instrument Sidekick video for the percussion, page 12, bell rolls, roll versus, roll versus ring and silence. There we go. Bell rolls, roll versus ring and silence. Alright, so, we got some things to talk about. So we've been talking about rolls with the snare drum a lot. All right, how like in the future it's going to involve this trick that we're working towards with the roll steps, with being able to bounce the sticks. But bell, xylophone, those kind of all the keyboard kinds of things, also cymbals, anything that involves the mallets. Okay, because cymbals will also involve mallets. Those do not bounce the sticks, okay? So you're just going back and forth evenly. So bell rolls do not double bounce. They don't do a double bounce 2 hits per stick, okay? But they do go back and forth evenly, okay? So let's see if I can get this without dropping anything this time. All right. So let's take a C here, okay? They go back and forth evenly. Okay? Okay? So, they've got to be even. They can't be... Okay? You can't just go back and forth all willy-nilly as fast as you can. Okay, that is awful. Please never do that. That will make a lot of people mad. Nice and even and controlled. Okay? Now, after single hits, the sound will ring until you stop the sound. So you have to touch the bell with your finger. Okay? So if I go like that, that ring is going to keep happening till I've touched it. So usually what I do is I stick my fingers out, not the ones that are gripping, not the thumb and first finger, but the other fingers stick out, and I touch to stop the sound. Now, I usually can tell that there's an inexperienced percussionist in a band that's playing the bells if the whole band is playing a song and the whole band stops and the conductor does his symbol for stopping the band, and then the bell, you can still hear the bells ringing after that. Sure, the person stopped hitting the bells because the conductor said to stop, but you actually have to do something to stop the sound on the bells. You actually have to touch it. So I see that happening a lot, that the bells person forgets that they've actually got to stop the ring. So you're going to remember that, okay? That after it rings, stop that sound when you're supposed to by touching the bells. Now, then it suggests an exercise here. So it says, for every note of the B-flat scale, roll for a count of 4. Okay? So you need to be able to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You'll count to 4 in a beat. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let it ring for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then stop the sound. What I didn't write here is for a count of 4. So we'll go, let it roll for a count of 4. Then ring for a count of 4. Then stop the sound for a count of 4. And then go to the next note of the B-flat scale. All the way through the scale. So it's going to be like this. And I want you to do the counting out loud. Okay? Out loud. So I can tell in a lesson that you've been doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So a lot of counting to 4. Get used to that. There's a whole lot of counting to 4 in percussion playing. All right, so that is a good thing to get used to. We've been doing everything through videos and there hasn't been band rehearsals yet, then you may not realize that, but counting to 4 is a thing that everyone does, okay? Everyone's got to count to 4 all the time. All the wind musicians, though, since they can't, like, say 1, 2, 3, 4, they're tapping their foot and thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? While you are actually counting it out loud. Now, usually you'll count out loud in a quiet way, so you'll just whisper it to yourself. Okay, so always whispering it kind of, but in lessons, I want you to count out loud like you heard me doing, okay? I want to hear that you're doing the counting correctly in lessons, so you might as well practice it maybe both ways. Practice doing that with the counting out loud and practice that with just counting in a whisper. So you're ready to do it like you would in a performance and how you do it in a lesson, okay? But it does have to be done, counting to 4. So this can replace your B-flat scale exercise, all right? So you're still doing your, with a snare drum, alternating sticks and keeping a beat. You're going to do roll step 1 and roll step 2. You're going to do paradiddles, flams, and flam taps. And then on bells, you're still going to do hot cross buns, dreidel, dreidel, good King Wenceslas, and jingle bells. And now, instead of doing just the B-flat scale up and down and Joy to the World, you'll do this exercise for the B-flat scale all the way up, counting to 4, and then just do Joy to the World at the end of it. So after the last B-flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, Joy to the World. Okay, and then you gotta touch a lot of keys to stop the sound. So you gotta do some different thing to actually try and stop that sound. All right, so there isn't anything still ringing after sound is supposed to stop from the whole entire band. All right, so practice, practice, practice. Still fun stuff, but this at least isn't an addition. It's just kind of like a replacement of one of your exercises. So work on that, being able to count to 4, trying to keep it even. It's not easy. It's not as easy as you think, okay? Be careful not to just be hitting it as hard as you can and going back and forth really, really fast. It's got to be more controlled than that. So practice, practice, practice. Work on getting this as best you can, and may the force be with you.